town of Sandwich will be 375 years old in 2014, and we have a year-long celebration planned with a lot of wonderful events. Hi, I'm DC Huntley, and one of those events will be Bash Days, and it's called Bringing Alive Sandwich History. It's going to include the 1600s, the 1700s, the 1800s, and the 1900s. And today, Bill Daly, the event manager, is joining us, and we're going to be talking about the 1800s on this program. We've already done the 17 and the 16.
Nice to be with you again here in our same seats.
So what's going to be taking place that day? What is the date?
Well, the date is July 19,
okay,
and our basic theme is going to be right around the Civil War period of time. Now, most folks wouldn't identify Sandwich with the Civil War, but I think it's going to be fun to let them know that Sandwich was the first town that actually put together a military unit to fight in the Civil War from the Cape. It was the first unit that actually saw military action from the Cape. We had more people in Sandwich than any other town on Cape Cod that volunteered for this war. And unfortunately, more men died in this war than any other town on the Cape. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be actually putting together a reenactment of a specific thing that happened in 1861 when the unit was created called the Sandwich Guards. And we're going to have about 70 Civil War reenactors in front of the town hall.
In outfits and everything?
In total outfits, totally authentic to the period of time.
Perfect.
And we're going to have them sworn into military service. We're actually going to have the speech that Major Finney, who was the editor and owner of the Barnstable Patriot, that he gave in 1861. We're going to have that reenacted and given again next year. So it's going to be quite the event. And then later on, after that particular ceremony, everyone's going to go back to what we call Camp Chipman. Major Chipman was the fellow from Sandwich that unfortunately lost his life, and the highest ranking officer on the Cape that lost his life during the war. So Camp Chipman, right behind the Wing School, will be our focus. We'll have, as I said, the Sandwich Guards reenactors there. We'll have the U.S. Naval Landing Group there. We'll have a U.S. Sanitation Group from Boston that actually was the group of people that aided the wounded during the war. And they'll all be there with their materials and their history, as well as an artillery unit firing off some very large cannons.
It sounds noisy and wonderful and lots of fun. How about music? There's going to be a chorus
Well,
there?
we're going to have a fiddler. What would the 1800s be without a fiddler? So we'll have a fiddler walking through Camp Chipman, and towards the end of the day, we're actually going to have a historic baseball game. A lot of folks don't know this, but the very first baseball game ever played on Cape Cod happened right here in Sandwich. And just today, we got word that a group of reenactors who have their own baseball team from the 1800s called the Mudville Baseball Club will be coming down to engage our Sandwich Guards military men in an 1860s game of baseball right there behind the Wing School.
Well, Bill, thank you so much. That sounds like a lot of fun.
It's going to be really good.
And we've been talking about the 1800s for our Bash Days. And if you want to find out more about these events, of course, you can go to the place to go, which is sandwich375.com.